Part A. Give a short answer to the question. Listen to a question. Answer the question with one word or a few words. For example, when you hear,
"What would a person use to open a locked door?"
you say,
Key.
or,
A key.
What clothes do security guards and paramedics wear so that you can identify them?
What do people commonly mix into drinks to make them sweet?
What light powder slowly gathers on surfaces in your home?
When the weather turns colder, is it becoming warmer or cooler?
What device do you use to type on a computer?
The feather of a crow is usually what shade?
Would a toddler stack cubes of wood or strings of yarn?
What is a tiny creature with fur and a long, slender tail that cats enjoy chasing?
Part B. Repeat the sentence. Repeat each sentence that you hear. For example, when you hear,
"My flight was just canceled,"
you say,
My flight was just cancelled.
It's really pleasant to take a leisurely stroll by the shore.
Second-year students must read all 3 novels.
I'm not certain that everyone will support that idea.
Somebody dropped off this note for you.
Do you have a specific choice for what we start with?
Why does the phone always buzz when I have so much work to finish?
He isn't supposed to cause you any issues.
Is this available in a bigger container?
If you haven't signed up, please fill out the details below.
Stop by and talk to me if you truly wish to.
You should be more cautious when driving.
Can I receive assistance from both of you?
I'll just apply one final layer and it will look fantastic.
We invite you to join us next spring for our yearly gathering in New York City.
I believe that only 2 of us should go to the talk.
The writers of this book would have preferred more illustrations.
Part C. Answer a question about a conversation. Listen to two people have a conversation. Then answer a question about the conversation. Answer with a few words or a short sentences. For example, you hear,
"What time should we leave for the airport?"
Let's see. The flight is at 10, so we should leave at 7.
Yes, that sounds right. I'll call for a taxi soon.
When you hear,
"What time are they leaving for the airport?"
you say,
7.
Or,
at 7 o'clock.
So, are you planning to switch schools?
I haven't made up my mind yet. I have until next month to decide. I like how close my current school is to my house, but I don't like that the class sizes are getting bigger.
I don't think you'll have trouble finding another school with small class sizes nearby.
What does the person like about their current school?
My coworker is making me frustrated. She talks on the phone for hours and always takes the last cup of coffee without making more.
Why don't you ask to switch desks and work in a quieter spot?
I can't get a different workspace. I guess I should just discuss it with her.
What does the man's coworker do during work hours?
Would you like to go hiking this Saturday afternoon?
I'd love to, but I have to travel for a business meeting for a couple of days. How about the weekend after?
That works. Just send me a message when you return, and I'll plan the route.
What are the people scheduling?
What do you think of this homemade bread?
It's delicious, really soft and warm. It makes me think of something I've eaten before.
It's the recipe your grandmother shared with me.
Oh, that's why it tasted so familiar.
Why did the bread's taste seem familiar to the person?
Guess what? I came across a phone on a bench while I was at the park.
Wow. Was there anything valuable on it?
Yeah, some messages and a contact list. I checked the lock screen and saw a name and a number. It belongs to someone who lives nearby, so I'll just drop by and return it.
What if they're not there? Don't you think you should take it to the lost and found instead?
That's a smart idea.
What does the person recommend doing with the phone?
I can't believe the long lines. I was stuck in a massive queue for an hour, just a few steps from the ticket counter.
Did you miss the show?
Yes, I had to book a later screening.
Why did the person miss the show?
Part D. Answer questions about a passage. Listen to a story followed by 3 questions about the story. Answer the questions with a few words or a short sentence.
Sophia invited her friend Emma over one windy afternoon so that their daughters could do crafts together inside. Sophia prepared tea. Then she and Emma sat at the dining table to talk. The 2 girls ran excitedly around the room, playing pretend. Emma's daughter leaned on the table, and the tea spilled all over a light-colored tablecloth. Sophia hurried to grab something to clean it up, and Emma called out that baking soda is supposed to help with tea stains. But when Sophia sprinkled the baking soda on, it only spread the stain further, and the tablecloth looked even worse.
Why did Sophia invite Emma over? How did the tea spill? What did Emma suggest using to help with tea stains?
Jason had been tracking the price of the laptop he wanted to purchase. He could order it online with a 20% discount. There was no downside because he had already tested the model in a local store and knew it met his needs. He had even received a bonus from work that he could use toward the purchase. He clicked the Buy Now button, but his preferred color, silver, was already out of stock. He felt frustrated. Why hadn't he just bought it earlier when it was slightly more expensive? He would have to settle for the gray one instead.
Why did Jason decide to buy the laptop online? What benefit was there to ordering it online? What happened when he tried to buy the silver laptop?
Part E. Retell a passage. Listen to a short passage. Then, retell as much of the passage as you can. You will have 30 seconds to answer.
Now that Daniel had a new computer, he needed to learn how to take care of it. One morning, an error message popped up on the screen, so he searched online to find out what might be wrong. He went to an electronics store to buy a replacement component. Then, he returned to the internet to figure out how to install it. 6 hours later, feeling annoyed, he called a friend to come over and assist him with the repair. Fortunately, the friend knew exactly what to do.
A woman carried a basket of dishes to a self-service dishwasher station to clean them. She loaded the dishes into a machine and inserted her payment card. Then she realized that she had forgotten to bring dish detergent. She was about to return home when a kind elderly lady offered her some detergent to use. She felt very thankful.
Part F. Give your opinion. Listen to a question about your opinions or ideas. Answer the question with as much detail as you can. You will have 40 seconds to answer.
Do you prefer to give homemade presents or store-bought ones? Explain your reasons.
Do you think you would enjoy cycling or hiking more?
Explain why.